Então vamos lá, continuar aqui nossa história. A gente vai agora reúna o material necessário ou fale com Black Thor.
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is...
Quem é que vai com você? Vou chamar o Gav.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then.
Imagina se eu tô escolhendo o que vai morrer agora.
Where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting them...
Please me. I like to see him try.
In your own time.
Boa noite, Yara.
Clive.
Five.
So, will it be?
Cara, ficou inviável comprar as coisas. Ah, esses aí, mano. Ó, brabo, hein? Cara, eu não vou comprar nada com vocês, não. Porque vocês são caros demais. Vocês estão tudo tentando me roubar.
That it? Fine.
Ah, não tem material pra chafudo, não, mano. Se tivesse mais de um, dois, três, assim. Tem que investir. Vamos aqui, ó. De lá, né? Lá de fora. Nova regra.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
Ué? Material. Vá para o rio. Vá para o sul. Ao sul do rio, na verdade, né? Ah, tá aqui. Oxe, a missão só apareceu depois. Eu digo, eu tava...
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never.
Tô esperando ele falar isso pra
Quick
ele.
scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of the stuff lying about just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
É por isso que eu coloco o touca nos vídeos para poder prevenir as crianças, se elas não precisarem usar óculos escuros para não devido à calvície, para não refletir nos olhos delas. Opa. Mesmo quando interação com objetos é o mesmo que saltar.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Mas eu uso touca, cara. Eu uso touca nos vídeos, nas lives. Cara, acabei de tomar banho. O cabelo tá bem arrumado. Aí eu vou colocar uma touca, mano. Tô ligado que aquela parada é quente, ela seca muito o cabelo, mano. Bagunça legal. E Cara, a minha situação, eu tô... Essas lives muito tarde da noite, eu fico caindo. Então... Vou jogar de boa, mano.
That should be enough for now.
Agora fazer vídeo não. Fazer vídeo eu gosto de usar tudo. Sempre cair, filho.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go,
Oxi. Ah, ele.
feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Eita, essa conversa tá esquisita aqui nesse jogo.
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in...
There was a lot to work out.
And there's still it. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
A escolha de personagens naquela hora entre esse cara era só pra gente ter esse diálogo.
Right. That's enough. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before...
You go on ahead.
Oh, after Blackthorn gets what he needs.
Bom.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Vamos voltar. Quero ver sangue ainda hoje. Quero combate.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You know, it beats sneaking around on your tongue.
I'll make a start on putting this firm all plate. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you,
Good job.
Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's under...
Suppose we'd better be getting back to...
Give us a shout if you need it.
Vamos lá, falar com a... E dá para ir por aqui.
I went up to give some...
O Big é maravilhoso. Vou até botar na tela isso aqui. Ele é maravilhoso, ele tem tudo. Uma calvície que pode usar para cuidado. Uma testa que deve disso. Carisma. Vou levar isso como se... Elogio. Obrigado, meu querido. Saudades. Nunca joguei.
Editors started reading books.
Ah, sala de aula. Acaba, vai pra tocar violão.
Come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that
Falei com elogio.
Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. One down, two to go.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? We'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Alright. Puxando.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes.
Ela não apareceu, não.
Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the...
Projeto.
Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce... Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lost... The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, it's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
Acho que é...
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much.
Atlas.
Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Eu esqueci que eu tô gravando um vídeo. Você que tá assistindo esse vídeo aí não tá entendendo nada. É porque esses arrombados aqui da minha live tá tirando minha paciência, tá? Desculpa aí. Eu fazendo careta e esqueci que tava gravando. Vamos que vamos, deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui no mapa. Tô ligado. Mano, eu prefiro vir daqui pra chegar lá. E pelo menos daqui eu já consigo usar chocolate e de lá não. Eu já consigo. Tá, daqui mesmo. Lá dentro da cidade não. Tem que andar um.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Eu gosto desse cenário. Ah, nesse cenário tem um segredo ali no canto de parede, mano. Não sei se tem alguma coisa agora. Tem inimigo agora no meio do caminho. Será que vai ter alguma coisa lá? Não vou lutar. Aranha descendo ali. Que aranha, mano. Tem pedra aqui, mano. Mas eu não quero ir com ela, não. Nível 3 nem adianta. Cara, se pegar essa música e colocar lado a lado com a música do Final Fantasy VIII, vocês vão ver as referências. Só não essa parte assim, não. Ouça. Opa, chegamos na hora do destino. O que que a gente tem aqui? Tem um carinha caído ali no... carinha aqui com uma carroça de... Oh, Debré. Boa. E aí, amigos? Bom, o que houve aí? Tem uma mulher ali indecisa na vida? O que foi? A mulher já tá aqui primeiro do que eu, a engenheira.
There you are, Sid. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature.
Cadê a criatura? Onde é que tá a criatura? Não tem ninguém aqui, não. Criatura, mano. Tranquilo aqui, mulher. Qual é a criatura que tá aqui, mano? Pegado.
Anybody home?
Alguém em casa? Oxe. Ah, olha só. Eu já matei um de vocês. Não é novidade, não.
This must be our unwanted visitor.
Uma caçada que é contra ele. Aí tá sossegado, então. Foi assim que deu game over naquela hora. O cara vai lutar, sabe exatamente o que tá fazendo. Tom. Parece The King of Fighters.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're sick.
Ah,
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you.
All right.
só isso. Opa. Aumenta a duração do tônico por 10 segundos. Você não tem vergonha, não? 10 segundos só. Nem uso. Nem me dou o trabalho. Tá, vamos lá. Agora a gente vai voltar. Para o esconderijo. Pô, que bom que é pra cá. Ah, não. Não, mas é. Vai passar no meio do... Ah, vai dar certo. Fale com Xavier. Ah, não. A é secundária. Queria passar nessa moça aqui pra saber o item que ela vai me fornecer agora.
Help you today, Clive. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Uma lembrança. Pô, bela de uma. Ok.
Here you are.
Gostei não, pensei que ia ser melhor. Medalhão do Alto Clérigo, isso aqui deve ser para poder recuperar mais vida.
All done?
Hold on. Tô até vendo a galera fazendo cover dessa música.
I think Mid might need some help turning up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another...
And just one...
Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Homem, para de ficar me jogando de um lado pro outro. Eu dá uma raiva nesse jogo porque eu acabei de enfrentar o Titan, cara. Tipo, foi uma parada épica dentro do jogo. Aí eles me botam pra sossegar fazendo essas missões aqui. De um lado pro outro, entregando coisinha, mano. Dá um... esfria demais, tá ligado? Tipo, essas paradas fossem dublada pra não ficar sossegado, mas...
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? All.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. What are these?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution,
VOLTA.
or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, and yet we have made a home.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hop. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Imagine eu que já tô capotando. Opa, a morena.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Ela tinha morrido. Tá. Onde é que eu não...
So, Clive, who will
Já
accompany
tomou
you
uma
on your
decisão.
little
Quem é que
excursion?
vai comigo? Essa missão é no meio do mato. Vai ter que caçar no riacho.
Very well.
Opa.
So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything.
Is that so?
I will.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Ah, yeah. A chance do protagonista dar ali um beijão é quase zero, porque nesse cara aí você não bota fé pra essas coisas não. Ah, é mais fácil a gente zerar o jogo e ficar pro próximo jogo.
Where's Jill?
Opa, é aqui mesmo. Mercado. Cadê? Tu já tá lá, nem perde tempo.
Can have a tap.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need.
Olha só o que eu tô dizendo. No final dessa missão que a gente coletar os itens, eles dois vão ter uma conversa. Alguma coisa aí, né? Eu vi que eu não joguei ainda. Mas é só uma missãozinha assim, é só pra gente ter um momento de conversar algo sobre coisas. Ok. Cadê a missão que não chega?
You haven't much, but you're free to look.
Alho. Tô tentando comprar e não compra por quê?
I hope it's to your
Vou
liking.
comprar um mesmo, tá certo.
Good day.
Good day. Temos que comprar agora. É com você.
What do you want?
É.
If that's what you want. And if that's what you want.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Eu já pegou o bico, cara.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Vai dar um alho pra ela. Ah, aí pronto, não vai rolar nada.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool.
Aí, ó. Aí, ó.
But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Falei.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and just being here. Reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember walking down Market Street?
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him.
Cara, eu tô olhando os detalhes assim na roupa dela. Sabe essa parte de metal ali fica brilhando, mano? Olha que legal.
Is there anything you wanted to buy for yourself
Como
over
se o
here?
sol estivesse batendo e brilhando, tá ligado?
Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies.
Olha a água molhada lá atrás. Um peixe passando dentro d'água, velho.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread.
Pão.
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You're right.
Sorry. It's just...
Mergulhar o pão.
You're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
Nada.
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Opa, e agora? Ficar só num pão molhado mesmo na sopa.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Caba mole. Meu Deus do céu. Esse daí não é do Nordeste. É Nordeste. Não. Capacidade. Não. Eu nem vi, cara. Você é doido. A mulher cansou de esperar, velho. Ela ia dizer, vai embora.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small... I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my...
What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Opa.
Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
A mulher sempre ainda fica assim, ó, isso foi muito frouxo, mas uma hora vai dar certo, eu vou ainda...
Our work here is almost at an end.
Tô dando mole pra você.
A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Harpocrates.
Só de hoje a gente vai passar ele completo. Só tentando concluir essa nave aqui. Quando você assiste o canal do YouTube.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Eu só quero escutar os comentários aí, cara. Não tem nada a ver com isso, não. Ai.
We're seeing troops amassing at every door.
Mid might need some help tidying up.
Mid.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking. Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant. I knew you wouldn't let me.
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Toda hora tem que liberar as mensagens do espírito.
Displacement
A Twitch não deixa.
Same difference.
Dessa vez foi a palavra careca. Você disse que careca, a Twitch não queria liberar a mensagem.
Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
Agora foi de boa. Quase caindo mesmo, viu, Yara? Olha aí, ó. Veja a hora de colocar essa carroça para voar.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Dad?
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
E aí, guardião? Vai bem.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have... That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project...
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Is that the thing Tom's helped to build?
It told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Astrid, we'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Puxa, então a menina tá indo embora, velho. Por que a menina não quer visitar o túmulo do pai dela? Ela fugiu, mano. Olha lá.
Obelus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in it. But anyway, I was on my way up. Got a letter for urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding ace.
Thank you, Obelus.
Don't mention.
What tidings, Uncle?
Pedido de ajuda do tio dele. Meu querido sobrinho, minha jornada para Caven foi um completo sucesso. O amigo que eu havia mencionado não apenas concordou em compartilhar o conteúdo da caixa forte dele conosco, como também os acontecimentos nas cidades livres. E assim eu soube dos esforços de uma certa jovem. Amiga sua. Ora, eu acredito que o projeto da senhorita Telamon, é nome de Digimon, né? Isso aqui agora, seja valiosa Enterprise. Duvido que as autoridades caverianas aceitem gentilmente o uso não autorizado de seus estaleiros, não importa o quão desertos estejam. E se boatos já chegaram ao meu... já chegou ao meu amigo, pode ser que não demore muito para que os mestres das guildas batam em nossa porta. É por isso que eu escrevo esse bilhete. Gostaria de pegar emprestado seu amigo Gabe por 1 ou 2 luas para que ele possa ficar de olho naqueles que podem fazer mal à nossa pequena irmandade e nos avisar de qualquer ataque iminente. Espero que você considere essa proposta, seu tio.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone, just like when we built this place. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
A música pegada dos... Deve ser os... Agora.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Vai vir todo mundo, é?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
Final Fantasy VIII. Nossa, eu lembrei na mesma hora. Abertura
It
do
wasn't
jogo.
the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop
ventania que
until
vem
every
eu
mother crystal is gone and their thirst for ether with them.
pegando as pétalas da rosa.
The only one that
E a
remains in
maneira como a
Storm is
galera
Drake's
se
tail
virou
in the
lembra
crystalline
muito a
dominion.
abertura do jogo do Final Fantasy VIII.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Gosto, ainda gosto. Hoje mesmo gravei vídeo sobre FNAF.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Cada um para um lado. Bom, como os mapas não estão liberados, vamos pra cá. Mapa novo, hein? Dá um Mac. Adiante.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Todo mundo ajudou, menos ele. É God. Acho que, mano, bora ter um pode ir. Pera aí, mano. Vai ligar junto com o Zezé. Beleza.
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars, till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Cara, legal que dá pra ver até os bichos. Opa! Ai, meu Deus do céu.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky.
Really?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up at...
I take it there's danger.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he...
Oh, no doubt. Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with...
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of...
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation,
we may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear. Chances are they'll come for you either way.
Tá bom, é só pra mim enfrentar os caras, bora.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them...
You've cleared...
Tá bom, só pra enfrentar os carinha, bora. Há uma missãozinha no meio do caminho só pra ganhar uma experiência.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take him.
Look lively, you lot! You've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Vai jogar esse jogo não. Toda vida eu faço isso, né? Vídeo 36.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
A carroça está mais para frente, meus olhos. O que é isso? Gente, eu vou fazer isso.
Getting all of this out of here will be a nightmare.
Seems we found ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make some...
You've done your part. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
Missão concluída. Tá, eu só vou avançar só mais um pouco, viu, pessoal? Vai ser bem mais curto. Padrão aqui do canal. Vamos ver. Talvez até isso aqui. Até porque eu posso abandonar no meio da missão.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least. The path continues on the other side.
É, eu tô sim, mano. Só vou esperar terminar essa parte aqui. Na verdade, eu tô andando muito cansado ultimamente, mas quero muito terminar Final Fantasy. Aí eu já botei na cabeça, depois que eu zerar Final Fantasy, galera, eu vou virar a chave e vou focar mais ainda nas coisas do canal, fazer uns vídeos mais trabalhados e tal, trazer uns vídeos de curiosidade, top umas listas lá dos jogos que a gente tá mostrando. Umas paradas que eu quero fazer uns testes aí. Menina, eu tô jogando fim de jogo. Aí eu vou, faço e alguém me copia, tudo assim. Aí eu rádio de novo pra fazer. Já virou rotina naquele canal. O que aconteceu toda hora.
So they...
Osh.
Sisamekis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice.
Obrigado,
Yara. The gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Personagem lindo. E aí, mano, beleza?
To tell the truth, I always thought it's
eu tô
to the
cansadão,
dominant
meu
and their
querido, mas
icons were
vem.
deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could.
É porque eu tô falando baixo, desculpa.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
Belo lugar pra pedir ela em casamento.
We're not far
Aliás,
from
namoro primeiro, né?
The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
É o irmão dele. Sua presença, quer ver? O irmão dele tá falando com... É isso mesmo. Enquanto isso, falar. O princípio já deve ter chegado na capital, né?
I see the reports are true.
Eu não falei que ele agora é o imperador.
Surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
Ele deu.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it. And I can think of none better suited to the task.
E o mais velho não deu. E o mais velho é pra ele é somente mais uma arma de guerra e só.
Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then, Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greeker, made flesh.
Yada yada. Eita.
Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths. regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrek, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your emperor in the wars to come.
The canker!
Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
Ele não é filho legítimo. O que eu entendi foi isso, sei lá. Ó, eu vou aproveitar, deixa eu ver aqui. Eu nem posso, né? Oxe, eu tô saindo do jogo, animal. Assusta. Ó, galera, seguinte, vou aproveitar esse momento aqui que eu posso ir pra onde eu quiser. E vou finalizando esse vídeo por aqui. Você que assistiu aí no YouTube, muitíssimo obrigado pela sua presença, audiência. Um abraço, até o nosso próximo vídeo. Valeu, fui!